everyone, how's it going? I know my morning's being okay so far, but as you can tell, I have both of my Savannahs, the F4 and the F3 together. They're not really, that happy right now to be playing with each other. They don't like each other. She's gotten big, hasn't she? Well, she's not that big. She's just currently hanging off of my printer. And I gave him a little robe in hopes that he would leave me alone. But today, I believe, marks 4 days that I have had him. And as promised, I told you guys that I would do a temperament video. And I'm just going to let you guys observe what I'm watching. He's very wanting, which is why he's meowing. He's constantly meowing for me, even though I'm right here. He wants me to go play with him. He'll make noises like she does, that noise. Then he'll look over at her and he'll puff up at her. And he'll play again because he wants me to play with me. Well, he wants to play with me. And then he'll come over here if I quit playing. Because he's very rambunctious. So their temperament, if you're an older person watching these videos that I do about my Savannahs, I definitely don't recommend them for an older person. You know, it's okay if you're in your 30s. You're not that much older. But they'd be great for a 30 and maybe a 40-something-year-old. I don't know. It just depends how active you are and if you really want to take these cats everywhere. They kind of, okay, it sounds like somebody's outside. But it is true about what they say, that they act like dogs, because they 100% do, especially this one. He actually acts more like a dog than my F3 does. She kind of just, oh, get off me, your claws hurt so bad. That's another thing I'll talk about. But, I just forgot what I was saying. Thank you. Oh, I think I was talking about older people. Yeah, I know. I was just trying to remember my sentence that I was talking about. But they're okay if you're an older person. But they do act like dogs. He'll bark. Not like a dog, but it sounds like a dog barking. He'll chirp like a bird, which is what the serval does. And he'll also, that crying out that he was doing, servals will do that too. But it's just a little bit different because their vocal cords are a little bit louder than his, and he definitely has some vocal cords. He acts weirder than my 3 does. She kind of just acts like a regular cat. But yet again, I guess that's just depends on their genealogy and how close they are to the serval. Even though he's farther away, there was a serval in this girl's family. I don't know about hers because I didn't get her from a breeder. I got this one from a breeder for a couple $1,000s, and I can talk price real fast. And it just depends what breed you want, and if you guys are watching my videos to try to decide which one you're thinking about. Well, the F4 definitely is very active and energetic, which pretty much is the same as active. And if you just heard her, she went, she's trying to talk to him, and he's not interested. But he is very active. He's kind of annoying because he's always under my feet. And if I leave the room, which I think is adorable, he will chirp and scream to try to get me to come back. But the higher you go in the number, the more expensive they become. Like, I paid, I'm not going to tell you the exact price, but I paid $2,000 something for him. So that's what you normally would pay for with an F4. You can start out, they're typically $1,000 and just $1,000, I think, to $2,000, which $2,500, I think. Yeah, I definitely did not pay $2,500 for him. He was a little bit cheaper than that, but not by much. But the F3s typically range from $1,500 to $4,000, which I definitely did not pay for her because she doesn't really look like a Savannah right now. I don't know why she's getting so big, but god dang, I think she's doubled in like 2 weeks. There's no way. I think it just makes me pay more attention since he's going to be incredibly skinny and he's tiny. But she will tower over her, hopefully. He's supposed to be big, so hopefully I have a very interesting cat for you guys to watch, because he definitely makes my days a little bit more interesting. And he doesn't kind of stop moving, and his claws hurt so bad, which is another thing that I'll talk about in a minute, like I said. But an F2 typically starts from $4,000, I think, and goes up to $6,500. And the F1, which is actually kind of rare to find. Ow, what is wrong with you? You hit those same spots. Let go of me. Hold on. He's not that sweet. He can be, but if he's energetic, which most of the time he is, and that's a bad thing about Savannahs, if you don't want to take the time to do this, dear God, they're not the cat for you. Which is why I just started out with an F4, which I got lucky with my F3. She's really lazy. And there he goes again, trying to attack me. I don't know what is wrong with you. Get off of me. Get off of me. Why do you want my socks so bad? They don't taste good if that's what you're trying to do. Maybe if I stand up. But he has random little bursts. I think most of them do. But he's more annoying than my F3 is. I don't even know where he went. Probably bothering her. He wants me to sit down so he can come back over here and attack my feet again. You would not believe the scratches that I have all over me. I have to play with him for like an hour just to get him to quit. She scared you, didn't she? Yep. He's hiding now. I'm just going to stand. He's going to come after me again. But their teeth, like I said, is very, very different than a regular cat. A regular cat hurts. His is very painful. Oh, did I just hit you in the face? Yeah, I just hit him in the face by accident. I didn't know you were behind me. Keep looking for him, and he's not there. He's there in 1 second. Oh wait, I didn't think I finished the F1 because he attacked me. But they actually are higher than the serval. They range $15,000 to $16,000, which I think is really ridiculous. If I was going to pay that much for something, I'd pay for the actual thing. But the serval is usually $5,000. I am looking at one right now. I don't think I'm going to bring him in anytime soon. But let me show you real fast just what he's done. Because, like I said, his teeth are bad. And this is just, I've had him 4 days. And I don't know how good this camera is. This camera is really good on the phone, but what I've noticed once I put it on YouTube, it just goes all to crap. Like, it looks like shit. But he has done all of this within 4 days. I have blood like crazy. Like right now, I'm bleeding. I have some on my legs. I have some on my thighs. I got some on my chest, which I'm not going to do that. Well, if it would pick it up. Right there's one, that little red dot right there. A lot of them are tiny, and then I'm swelling here. And I'm bleeding right now. That one hurts like hell. And then I have a big one on my leg. Which, if you don't like being scratched and stuff, I know I definitely don't. I'm going to have him declawed in a week from now. So this crap will stop because I can't have him doing this. It looks like I cut myself half the time because he goes for the wrist, and it's so weird how he does that. It's either that or he'll go for my legs, obviously, but you've seen that. And I'm still bleeding. Oh well. Oh, there's another one. But that's how sharp their teeth are. His is really bad. Out of all the cats that I have had or have now, his is the worst. They're kind of like, I don't know, they're really pointy. You think a regular cat's is pointy, but his is god-awful. And he's currently mad right now. I'm mad at her. I never had this problem with her. She was kind of rough when she was a kitten. I think all of them are going to be like that. And I know if I probably waited, I wouldn't have to have him declawed because he's not going to be nuts. Like, all of her kittens were absolutely insane. And they were about 10 times worse than this. I liked him because he's kind of shy and quiet, and he just kind of sticks to himself, which is what he's doing right now. But he has random moments like all the others do. But I don't think I had a problem with her. I think that's just a thing that they do when they're kittens. And I'm hoping that he will grow out of it, because I'm screwed if he doesn't. He's not even 18 weeks old yet. He's 15 or 16 weeks old. She said he's 15, and I just bought him 4 days ago, so he's probably 15. But I'm having him fixed, and he's going to be declawed. I know a lot of you don't believe in that. I don't like to do it, but I don't like him destroying my stuff. Because it's not just him. Savannahs are really bad about that. And you have to play with him to try to knock them out. Well, good luck with that. I know I've wore him out several times, and he's already going to sleep. He's just sitting there. He sleeps a lot. Like, he's the most sleepiest cat I've ever had, and then he has the ability to just open his eyes and start destroying your stuff again, which I think is kind of funny, but it's not when he actually destroys something. And it's not just them, it's all of my cats like to do it. She, I don't think, has ever destroyed anything. She's attempted it when she was a kitten. She was kind of rowdy too, but she was really anxious, just like him. I don't know if he was anxious in my first video, which I just filmed 4 days ago, and I can't remember for the life of me if he was like that in it. He was a little bit. Like, night 1, he wouldn't come near me. By night 2, he was all over me, and then today, he's kind of like that, but he's going to sleep now. Good. Gives me a little bit more time. I think this is what I get for putting him in a cage, because I have him in a cage up there, away from the others, because he's scared of them. Little baby. But other than that, I mean, he is pretty sweet. He can be. This is just him playing. Like, he's not being mean at all. It's just I bleed a lot from him. I've got a lot of scratches and probably a lot of new scars. Like, I think that's scarring. Pretty sure. And there goes my camera again. It sucks. Now her, she's not a problem at all. She's my baby. If I could have 20 other cats just like her, and I knew they'd be like her, I'd buy 20 of them. She's my pick out of all my cats. I adore him, but it'll probably take me a bit to like him as much as I like her. Especially when he's doing this to me. And it just ticks me off, because that's new scars, and I hate scars. But he'll quit eventually. He'll mellow down when he's older, and you guys will get to see that, because I'll video him until, like, the rest of his life. Now you're just a sweetie. Yeah, see your mama's baby. But she's a big baby. I never really had a problem, but out of him, I'm gonna have a problem. I see that now. I didn't really see it when I was going to the breeder's house. I didn't think he'd be that bad. But I knew what I was getting into. He'd go nuts eventually. I was just waiting on it. But he's never actually jumped on me and wouldn't get off of me, and he's fixing to start up again. I better quit. Alright, but I think that's all I'm gonna go do for today. I think I'm done. Just kind of watching him, hoping he'll sit still, not attack her, because they'll get into it. They don't like each other. But I think that's all on temperament. You kind of just witnessed how they're like. They're sweet 1 minute, and then they'll come after you the next. And I'm going to go fix my nail, because I just broke it. Bye! And like, share, and subscribe, and I'll definitely do more videos. Hopefully he'll be sweeter. See ya!